What's up, guys? Liam here, Banter Bets and BPL. Another weekend of betting ahead of us. We're going to get into that. Last weekend, didn't do too great. Hit one of our double chance parlays. The other two didn't quite happen. Spurs didn't come through for us, losing against West Ham. Couldn't even score a goal. If they would have drawn that game, could have mustered up one goal. We would have had a winning week, but couldn't quite get there. So it was a little bit of a loss last weekend. Somehow Arsenal decided to play good. What else we got here? Let's see. Oh, and buried the lead a little bit. Of course, Manchester United, although they fought so hard, just couldn't quite get that 0-0 for us. They actually got the nil. They just unfortunately couldn't help but concede 5 goals instead of keeping a clean sheet. So we didn't get the draw or the 0-0 there. That would have been nice, but didn't quite pull it off there. Thank you, Manchester United. I don't know how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer still has a job. How do you lose 5-0 at home against your fiercest, oldest rival? And it just looks horrible. You get a red card. Your team has been horrible in the Premier League this season, and it must be nice having that kind of job security, I got to say. He's just can walk around and he's still there. I don't know what it's going to take, but I thought for sure this week, I was thinking, I was watching the game with Sandy. He said, how long do you think it takes before he's fired? I said, I'll give it half an hour after the game. Maybe not immediately, half an hour. And I honestly thought that, but I guess, brother Kieran, he's been talking about how they won't actually fire him until they're mathematically out of the Champions League places because all they care about is the money. And I think you're right, brother Kieran, as much as I hate to think that is the reality of the standards of a club like Manchester United, a club we've loved for years because they used to be good. You're right, Kieran, and that's just kind of the way it is now. So pretty demoralizing, but enough with the sob story. Let's get on to a weekend of betting and come back strong. So tomorrow morning, Leicester versus Arsenal, the early game. This should be a good one. Arsenal looked pretty good last weekend. Leicester got off the mark but they had been on a tough run in the Premier League. They won at Brentford, which is not easy to do. Two teams that are somewhat more informed. Daka came off the bench, got an assist last weekend. He's looking better. Obviously Vardy is fit again. I think there might have been an injury, but it looks like he's fit for this weekend. And about Arsenal, it's crazy how when they play Aubameyang and Lacazette together, they're good and they can score goals. Weird how when you play two great strikers, they perform and you do well. So they should probably just stick to doing that rather than Arteta just playing the kids. And I don't know, maybe he uses that as an excuse. Oh, if we lose, I'm just planning for the future. I'm playing the kids, whatever the case may be. But Arteta, just play your best players and you might win. Regardless, I'm taking a draw here. Like I said, two teams that are actually been decent lately. I was wrong to bet against Arsenal last weekend. Clearly, they won pretty easily against Villa. I'm not betting them to win here. I'm betting a draw. It's 3.5. It's a good number. It's two pretty even teams that are in form. This could be a fun game. I'm looking forward to waking up for this one and watching. So $5 on Leicester Arsenal to finish as a draw. Next up, we got Burnley at home to Brentford, and Brentford is a slight underdog. I absolutely love that. I love watching Brentford. They play really well. They're underdogs on the road against Burnley. Really, Burnley hasn't even won yet this season. They looked all right last weekend, fighting back twice, I believe, to get a draw. Actually, no, I think they took the lead, but then they blew it and fought back. Got a draw against Southampton, pretty good. Cornier looks nice. I was trying to pick him up in fantasy this week, but couldn't quite get there. Cody got him. Shout out Cody. You're now in the basement, so you got him. Fair enough. But yeah, I'm rolling Brentford for sure to beat Burnley. I think couple tough results for Brentford, losing when they played really well at home against Chelsea and losing at home against Leicester. Back on the road, I just think they control this game. They have a better style than Burnley. They might have better players than Burnley, and they've definitely got a nice system. So Brentford as an underdog on the road, not scared of the road. I think if they were at home, they had to be big favorites, and I don't think it's that big of a factor, to be honest. I think they're a good enough team to win on the road. And Burnley is not a very good team. So let's go with Brentford. $5 on that. That's 2.75. Those odds. I like that. Another one I like. This is a home team that won 5-2 last weekend. And now they're at home against Southampton and they're sizable underdogs. That's Watford, of course, smashing 5 past Everton. Playing against Sandy in fantasy, he gets a Josh King hat trick. And I still win. Sandy, you suck. How do you not win in a week where you get a Josh King hat trick? I mean, I suck at fantasy this year too, but you're worse, Sandy, because that's bad. But yeah, let's go with Watford at home against Southampton is 3.2. I know Southampton have looked a little better lately, and Watford are pretty unpredictable. So maybe this is maybe going against like they won last week. Now they're going to lose this week because they're so unpredictable. But I think at 3.2, they're going to be confident after last week, hopefully, ideally. And I don't feel like Southampton's a good enough team that I'm scared to bet against them when we've got a similar team in Watford who's at home and is getting the underdog money. Let's go with Watford, $5 at 3.2. That could be a nice one for us. As well, we have Tottenham versus Man U. Oh, jeez. I mean, Ole, he's got no pressure. So, I mean, we'll see what happens in this one. This is the late game on Saturday. This could be a little fun. If maybe not fun's the wrong word. Interesting to see which team is truly worse out of two teams that have started the season horribly. Lately, like last year, Tottenham, was it last year or 2 years ago that Tottenham smashed us at Old Trafford? I think that might have been 2 years ago, I'm hoping. Regardless, Tottenham's had our number a little bit, especially with Kane. He just kind of scores and does well in these games against us. Probably should have bought him a few years ago, but I guess it wasn't in the cards. Maybe now that he wants out. I've gone for a draw here. I feel, as crazy as this is to say, I feel like after you ship 5 goals at home, you're going into the next game thinking, all right, like we're a broken team. Where do you start to put the pieces back together? It's at the back. Now, I don't know if they have the personnel to do that. Maguire has been shocking lately. But I feel like that's where you start. On the training ground all week, it's got to be, we need to be tighter here. We need to be better here. And I would think defensively, they would come out a little bit more solid. They're not going to take as many risks. They're not going to risk getting, pumped again. So I think a draw, a nice cautious draw might be the play for Man U. And it's not like Tottenham's some crazy attacking team either. They would probably take a draw as well. The fact this number is 3.6, I'm going with Man United Tottenham to be a draw. $5 on that one as well. And yeah, kind of two teams that don't really want to lose badly. Man United more so than Tottenham, although Tottenham's not, breaking down any walls either. So I've gone with that for Saturday. Sunday, we got a Monday game as well. Let me pull this up here. Okay, Sunday. I know Leeds have been bad. I know. But they're 2.0 to beat Norwich. Norwich might be one of the worst Premier League teams of all time. Leeds still has some quality. Fought back to get a point late on last weekend at Wolves, or it might have been at home. Regardless, maybe that gives them a little bit of confidence. We're betting against Norwich whenever we can, guys. We're just going to do that every week pretty much. And at a number at 2.0, a team with quality players in it like Leeds, Rafinha should be back and should be hopefully ready to start. We're going with Leeds to beat Norwich, and we're just going to do that. That's $10. That's my I'm confident when I'm putting $10 down on that one. So don't have to overthink it. Fade Norwich until further notice. Another bet that I like, and you guys know I like this. Oh, sorry. That's the Monday game. I'll do the Sunday one first. Well, you guys know I like these bets also. It's Aston Villa at home, West Ham on the road. West Ham's a bit better. Aston Villa's at home. We've got an equilibrium. Let's bet the draw. It's 3.5. I like that number. That's kind of it, guys. I like that's that I do that with draws. When I feel like there's a slightly better team on the road, the home team can rely on home support to draw them up to level. Even teams, let's bet a draw. The number's there, 3.5. This is the bet. The Monday one, I like betting Everton on the road. Bounce back spot after getting killed at home to Watford. That's embarrassing. Richarlison should be back. so they don't have to rely on the slug, Solomon Rondon, who can't even move up top, to try and score goals, which he obviously doesn't do. So I know they shipped 5 last week, but Everton on the road at 3.5. They're still a better team than Wolves, I think, although Wolves have looked a little bit better. Maybe not even a little bit. Wolves have looked better lately, but this is a spot I like Everton. They're going to be able to play on the counter because Wolves are good in possession, though they won't have a lot of the ball, but they can hit them on the counter with Gray, with Townsend. We saw them counter United a couple weeks ago. And Townsend scored that brilliant counter-attacking goal. Richarlison should be back. Hopefully the defense can concede less than 5 this week. And, maybe Everton grabs a 2-1 or even a 2-0, 1-0 win, whatever. I think you can't pass that up on the road, 3.5. Let's do that. I've got $10 on that one. I'm hoping to hit big on that game. And with the Leeds game, those are my 2 biggest bets. Everything else is $5. I stayed away from the double chance parlays this weekend just because I was a little bit down last weekend and not trying to chase and go for something that isn't quite there. Might bet them myself on when it actually comes to it, but I'm keeping that off the show for this week. We got 1 games, no parlays at all, single games that I feel good about. Let's try and get a winning week here. So yeah, that's going to do it for us. Banter bets and BPL. Those are the bets for the weekend. And I've, as you know, always been bad at closing podcasts. So thanks for listening, and let's make some money this weekend. Peace.